All right, the time is finally here. WoW Reborn is going to be launching this Friday. I am super excited. I can't believe it, but I've been playing WoW Ascension for almost 2 years now. I've been very heavy into the scene. I'm waiting for Conquest of Azeroth. That's actually my bread and butter. And I think WoW Reborn will be like my second love child in a sense, right? But there's a lot of new people. There's a lot of hype YouTubers. You can call them tourists or whatever the negative terms nowadays. But for me, I'm want to give in my 2 cents and why WoW Ascension is really good for you new players and my experience over the 2 years. So first things first, we're going to talk about what's happening while Reborn, why it's getting so popular, and why it's just now it's the next big thing, and all that crazy mess. So basically, it's Classic Plus on steroids with another layer of Classic Plus on top of it. So you're going to play the original 9 classes, and what they're doing is race class combinations. So basically, you can play undead paladin. I think you can play a paladin night elf as well. Those are some few examples of the class combinations that you can do, which is really nice. I think it's still some limitations. I don't think every race can play every class at the moment, but it's a bigger, broad number what you can do. So playing the undead paladin, that should be pretty fun. The talent system is going to be Wrath of the Lich King, and then on top of that, it's going to actually have new talents as baseline talents. So kind of like a little different tree that you have to follow. So that's what they're doing. What I want to comment about it is with this new talent system, I think what they should have done is two combinations. They should have done the Dragonflight talent tree, and then you have the Wrath of the Lich King talent trees. So you actually have two talent trees at once. I think that they should have done that. They should have combined two talent tree systems that would make really crazy, more unique builds and more choices. You have your Dragonflight talent tree, which is an amazing system, and then you have the Wrath of the Lich King talent tree. That would be really cool. So that's one of the things I want to kind of critique. I just think that would be really cool, but that's just my personal opinion on that one. There's going to be new spells for each class, but anyone that's been playing WoW for a very long time, it's not really new spells. It's just modern spells like Crusader Strike and stuff like that. But that's just really simple, basic stuff. But what's really new, that's never been done before, is they're actually revamping how World of Warcraft is being played. They are revamping and overhauling the whole RPG elements from the combat, how gear and resistances work, blocking and armor, and literally how they explain it. The enemy that you're going to fight and see and you're going to encounter, if you're seeing him like he's super plated up with a shield with a very huge weapon, he's going to attack slow. That's how he's going to play like. And if you're facing a rogue, you see a rogue, you might have really clothy armor, leather armor that's pretty weak. But he has like 2 daggers, he's going to attack pretty fast. So that's how the new RPG element system is going to be. It's going to feel like a real actual RPG system, and you're going to feel it. Going to feel combat the way that it's made. Shields are going to be very broken and OP. Playing a gladiator and a warrior is just going to be very strong for PvP, especially in arena. That's something I'm going to try out because I'm going to play a warrior, but that's just an example. But with shields, with the block, it actually blocks flat physical damage. So if they're doing like small ticks of damage here and there, you're not going to take that much damage. So uh, that's going to be very strong, something to test out. It's already crazy enough that they're having an RPG element overhaul with all the NPCs, but on top of that, any gear pieces that they're wearing, it's going to affect their abilities. And on top of that, there's going to be immersive gear drops. So that items that are affecting that NPC, when you kill that NPC, they're going to drop the loot that they're wearing, and that's affecting their performance. So they have a cool chaotic chaos knight sword, and you kill that NPC, they're going to drop that sword. It is still a drop chance rate, so you have to farm that NPC over and over and over again. And then exactly what they said, like if you want to look like a certain boss, you can just farm the boss over and over again, collect its armor pieces, and you can look exactly like the boss, which is going to be super cool. So that's going to be really cool and fun. And I think there's going to be transmogs, so you can still transmog your characters. Is that when you run into an NPC and they have a really cool weapon, and you think that weapon's going to be really good for your build, and if it is, whatever they're wearing, they're going to drop it. So if you see a really cool, badass two-handed sword, go fight that NPC and get it. If you don't get it the first try, don't get discouraged. Just keep farming the same NPC over and over and over again, and you will eventually get the item. So the RPG elements and the immersive gear drops is going to be a game changer when it comes to WoW Reborn. They're also doing a profession overall as well. So doing professions should be more fun and engaging and not wasting your time. I'm going to just always be safe. I'm going to be a herbalist and alchemist. So it's always a win-win situation when it comes to herbalism and alchemy. That's what I will be doing. That's my personal choice. But professions are getting overall change, and it's going to be really good. So since we talked about all the major parts and all the major things with the game, I'm just going to put in my personal thoughts and my own opinions. Playing WoW Ascension for 2 years, I have never really had a major problem. A lot of people see Mikima all the time, especially in Conquest of Azeroth. I'm always PvPing. I'm always invading Orgrimmar City. I have a super PvP bloodlust, which is insane. People will tell you that that's all I do is PvP, and I just go crazy, and I'm always up for a fight. So you'll probably see me in game doing it. Like you'll see me in Orgrimmar City and killing everybody. That's what I do. That's all I do, man. All I do is cause trouble. And, PvP is life for me. A lot of people will see that I've made a lot of player versus environment content, especially with Path of Exile. That is never my style. I have never been a PvE player. I've always been a PvP player my whole entire life. So, um, yeah, people that don't know, yeah, I'm a PvPer. That's what I do for a living. That's what I love to do. So anyway, the only time that I had crash outs with WoW Ascension is the PvP balance with wildcard and free pick. Because when it comes to free pick and wildcard, it's super out of control, and you're forced to play meta. And if you try to go off meta, it's never ever going to be a S tier. You have to work extremely hard to even get your character to be very good in PvP. It's unfortunate that the balance is out of control. That's the only time I've ever had problems with WoW Ascension. Really, just normal problems with any video game. And we definitely need new battlegrounds. We've been playing the same battlegrounds in the same mode for 20 years, so it'd be really nice if we can get like 10 new battlegrounds with new game modes, and I like going next level when it comes to PvP content. So that's all I really, crash out about, is that I just want more PvP content, and I want the PvP content to go next level, like going super crazy, like so many different game modes and achievements and things to aim for that will keep PvP players, playing PvP. And then there's not enough people playing PvP because they're also bored. And then maybe there's like one meta class that just makes everyone quit. Like TG, what is it? TG needs buffs, or TG needs nerfs. Like, if anyone knows anything about TG, they're cool people and stuff, but um, other than that, this is going to happen to you. You're going to get very passionate with the builds that you make and the characters that you make, and this is your experience that you're going to go through. And when and with Conquest of Azeroth, that's the major server that I'm waiting for to be released. It's been on the back burner for a long time now. I'm going to be playing in Valkyrie Sun Cleric, and that's basically a Fury Warrior and a Ret Paladin on steroids. And people are scared of my Valkyrie, and I'm really trying to be one of those Valkyrie players that is just oonga boonga crazy. Like you just go all in and go crazy. And I even made like my own custom fatality with my Valkyrie, where I get you low HP and I could just execute you. Really fun, really, really, really fun times. Just people recognizing my Valkyrie character from Conquest Azeroth and just going crazy in PvP. I love my homies. I love my homies in Conquest of Azeroth. It's just super crazy, really cool community. And it's a really small group and small family. Like people are gonna recognize you. So that's one of the things when you play these private servers, because you don't know what else people are going through in their real life. Just be respect others, be kind to others, and just have a good time. Just show up, log into WoW Ascension, and just have a good time. Just leave all the real world and all the crazy drama behind. So WoW Reborn is going to be basically tomorrow after I get done editing this video. I hope you guys are super excited. Um, Please tell me what builds that you guys are planning on playing. I'm actually going to play a warrior. If the warrior doesn't work out, then I'm going to play the ret paladin. If the ret paladin doesn't work out, then I'm going to do the warlock and slave demon. So that's just my personal thoughts, and I just wanted to let chime in a little bit of information here and there. I'm just way, I'm super excited and seeing it get super popular in the last few days. I had to chime in, right? I had to chime in and say my two piece since I've been part of the community for a long time. And if you see Nikima out there, yeah, that's me. So I'll see y'all on Friday. All right, y'all have a good day.